Okay, before we move on to chordal substitution on the minor chords, let me just point out a few things that I think that you should become clear with and make a game from it, just spotting the 1, 6, 2, 5. I'm just going to do it over the entire fretboard. I'll play it slowly for you, but try and get this yourself. 1, 6, 2, 5. 1, 6, 2, 5. 1, 6, 2, 5. 1, 6, 2, 5. Okay, slightly faster. 1, 6. Just spend a few moments with that because the chords are going to be sitting on top of those bass notes. You get the picture. Okay, that can be done with any progression, 1, 4, 2, 5, etc. Just become familiar with the intervals. It doesn't take too long, but it's essential for your chordal playing to play the chords on top of those bass notes. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play just 1, 6, 2, 5s. I'll not use any substitutions except the flat 9s, raised 9 on the 5 chord. And the rest will just be minor chords with colors or extensions. You get the idea. Okay, so as many variations, experiment as much as you can, try, and you'll start putting combinations of chords together. Let me just show you what I mean by that. We might start with a D minor chord, and I'm just going to use some voicings of it with colors. One chord, just D minor. Play that slowly again for you. Watch closely the colours being added. This is coming from this one. This one, 12, 14, 13, 15. You can almost hear melodic ideas. Almost the entire scale. That can be done with any of the chords. Now we should start looking at the substitutions that we've approached in previous lessons by substituting the minor chords for dominants. Now in this case our example's in C. So C remains the major. We keep it major. Our 6th chord being A minor, we'll now change that to a dominant. Now, again, a good voicing for a pure basic dominant would be this. One note changes. Look at this note on the 3rd string. Now we have a nice 3-note dominant 7th. We can build the colours on top of that, but get used to that voicing. That's a nice one to slide. our D seventh, or D minor seventh, sorry, now becomes D dominant seventh. Again, one note changes. D dominant seventh. A good 3-note voicing for it would be. So there we have the A seventh, our D seventh, and a 3-note voicing for our G seventh. Let me try those. You can see even when I move to the D that I still use the same 3-note. And for our G, for C, A dominant, D dominant, G dominant. And that's another one to use the approach bass notes.